Welcome to CWDI GAMES. Uh-oh, Godot's being assimilated by the Borg.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Vetting people's contributions in FOSS for security reasons was always necessary, even if not always seen as such, but this influx might slow projects down even more by sheer volume. Convincing old contributors to adhere to guidelines on usage might be a minor point of contention, but as we see here regularly, people with no experience, people who do not know how to code, are trying to use it to replace learning, even the basics. It's only going to get worse over time, with all the propaganda on how they'll be left behind if they don't. This isn't going to end well. Yep. Frankly, it could result in Godot being unusable. If people contributing AI Slop code to the Godot project is actually put in the engine, it could break it, it could make it unusable. Vibe coding is not coding. It's called AI Slop coding. Right here, so many open source code bases are being flooded with vibe coded slop, it's becoming a pain. The maintainers need to add stricter checks and balances, which auto rejects PR if it doesn't meet certain criteria. Now, you basically need to only allow people who actually know how to code, human beings submitting code, to be allowed to be submitted. Here, it's not just open source. At my company, we paid a third-party firm to write a new system for us, and they vibe coded the whole thing. Nothing worked. Our employees had to go through it line by line and fix everything. AI is making everything worse. Yes, it is. It's my opinion that this AI buzzword, what's being turned to be AI, is just pure and simple fraud. From Twitter. Wage Capital. AI will replace every white-collar job. Yeah, no, it won't. We just found out our AI has been making up analytics data for 3 months, and I'm going to throw up. So we've been using an AI agent since November to answer leadership questions about metrics. It seemed amazing at first. Answers, detailed explanations, everyone loved it. At first, fast answers, detailed explanations, everyone loved it. I just found out it's been hallucinating numbers this entire time.
You serious?
Our VP of sales made territory decisions based on data that doesn't exist. Our CFO showed the board a deck with fake insights. The AI was just inventing plausible sounding percentages. I only caught it by accident. Then someone asked me to double check something. I started digging and it's bad. Here's how AI works. It doesn't have any memory. No memory. It is not based on fact. It is not based on truth. Numbers are assigned to words, phrases, and images. Values are assigned. So they can go in and say, hey, if anybody asks this question, tell them this. They assign values to data. This thing is not based on truth, and that's why it gets math wrong. It's not based on math. This all started with Grammarly in Economic Times. Basically zero garbage. Renowned mathematician Joel David Hampkins declares AI models useless for solving math. Okay, one of the world's biggest mathematicians has slammed AI models used for solving mathematics and called them basically zero and garbage, adding them. He doesn't, this synopsis is written by AI. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't find them useful at all. He also highlighted AI's frustrating tendency to confidently assert incorrectness and resist correction. If I were having such an experience with a person, I would simply refuse to talk to that person again. It's just making up stuff. Because all AI can really do, copy and paste faster than a human. That's the only benefit it has. That's all it can do. And the reason why mathematicians who know high-level math are having issues using AI is they don't have any stuff out there for AI to copy off of. What is AI copying off of? All the people on the internet who are spreading their misinformation, their opinions, their gossip. That's what it's copying off of. Think high-level mathematicians are going to go into a math forum online and help people do basic homework? No, of course not. If when you go on to online forums about programming and you ask programming questions because you're learning, who's going to answer? The people who are making millions of dollars coding right now because they know how to code? The people who don't know how to code? Yeah, the people who don't know how to code are going to be the ones who are going to be answering your questions. And guess what AI is doing? It's copying everything and thinking, oh, this is true. And then, of course, you have the fake vibe coders that go in who are making the AI nonsense, and they assign values to stuff that they want to be true. So if something doesn't fit their ideology, it gets a low value. AI is supposed to say, oh, this is false, but if there's something they want it to be true, they give it a high value. That's how this AI nonsense works. It's utter garbage. The only thing it's really good at is making convincing images and videos. Never happened. That's all it's really good at. ISLOP pull requests have become annoying for Godot maintainers. Honestly, ISLOP PRs are becoming increasingly draining and demoralizing for Godot maintainers. If you want to help, more funding so we can pay more maintainers to deal with the slop on top of everything we do already is the only viable solution I can think of. No, what you need to do is you're going to have to gatekeep who can contribute to Godot. And if they're submitting AI code, don't let them do it. That's what you're going to need to do. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if AI-generated code makes it into Godot, it could destroy the engine, make it unusable. You have a human code something, a complex, write some complex code, maybe it will take up 2,000 lines of code. If you ask AI to code the same thing for you, it could take up 20,000 lines of code, use up way more RAM because it's creating a lot of variables it doesn't need, and it could also put stuff in there that hallucinates, add stuff in there it doesn't need to, and at the end of the day, it may not even compile. And so if that somehow manages to make it into the engine, it could break the engine. Engine may not even run. The program may crash when people try to use it. Godot's GitHub has increasingly many pull requests earned by LLMs, and it's a massive time waster for reviewers, especially if people don't disclose it. Changes often make no sense. Descriptions are extremely verbose. Users don't understand their own changes. It's a total, yeah. So what's going on here? Well, Godot is being assimilated by the Borg. Yeah, that's what's going on. Godot is being assimilated by AI Slop. Unity is shoving AI down its developers' throats as well. A game with the Flax game engine has to be made by humans who know how to code. So Flax you can code in C#, C++, and it also has visual scripting. Everything in the API for C# and C++ is also available through visual scripting. And the engine developers are very responsive on the forums. You might want to go check out the Godot engine if you want to use Godot engine. Maybe you should use Godot instead of Godot. The devs at Godot are working on their own engine called the Rex engine. Thank you for watching this video. Play games, make games, but don't use the AI to make games, and have fun.